Have you ever wondered if you're a happy person? I think we as people don't really realize what happiness is. We kind of just like, oh, it's an adjective that describes a state of mind or a state that you experience whenever blank happens, right? Or like whenever a good thing happens, just to give you like a broad explanation of what usually people think. But I think true happiness, I think being an actual happy person is when the amount of good experiences and feelings you have in one given day are greater than or outweigh the amount of bad experiences and feelings you have in a given day. And a lot of that is brought on by our own selves. Stay with me now. If I stub my toe, I have a bad moment, and then I have to, keel over in pain and cry a little bit, maybe, depending on how hard I stub the shit out of my toe. But I also can, once my toe is not stubbed, I'm not gonna like, oh my god, that was terrible. I'm not gonna go to the gym because I'm having a terrible day. I'm gonna go and smoke and do crack and hate myself. No, that's a choice you can make. And yeah, that was a little far fetched, but also like you could be like, hey, I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna go eat dinner and I'm gonna go hang out with my friends and I'm gonna make sure that the fact that I stubbed my toe doesn't stop me from enjoying my day. I'm gonna make sure that the fact that I maybe failed that exam doesn't prevent me from doing better on the next one. I'm going to make sure that even though I said some terrible things in my life, it doesn't mean I have to be a terrible person and I can brighten somebody else's day with my smile or my words. So, a lot of what we experience is brought on by ourselves in the way that we interact with other people and the different things in our life. So, being happy is simply something you either want or you don't want, and you can work towards being happy by simply being more mindful of your life and others. How do you be more mindful? Being mindful is an active state. It's something that you have to work on becoming. You don't just say, I'm going to be more mindful and then not do anything. You actually have to work towards being a more mindful person. There's a lot of different exercises, a lot of different YouTube videos, a lot of different articles on being more mindful. A lot of some of the coolest, fastest, hardest hitting, smartest people in the world, I'm talking about Shaolin monks, are also some of the most mindful people. They mind themselves, their bodies, their soul, their thought. They mind others as well, and they mind the world around them. Being mindful is a state of mind. Literally. It's like written in there. Like being mindful is minding other things. That's so stupid. I feel so stupid saying that, but it makes sense. Stay with me now. To be more mindful, it helps to be. It does help if you're more artistically inclined. If you're not, it's still doable. One of the things I like to do is in my head go through a list of things that I'm thankful for. Go through a list of things that I'm like, damn, I'm glad I have this. I'm glad I experienced this. I'm glad somebody did this for me. I'm glad blah 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 blah. I'm glad I finished this. I'm glad I'm starting this project. I'm glad blah 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 blah. I'm glad I'm going on with my life. I'm glad about the fact that I can say I'm glad about a lot of things. And yeah, you can be like, I also want this and this and this and I hope I can get it, but like being mindful is almost the same as being humbled and being thankful for what you have. So once you start becoming more mindful, you can start experiencing happiness because they're almost intrinsic in the fact that whenever you manifest a mindful demeanor in your life, you also start becoming happier because you start seeing the greatness and the good in things around you and the people that love and care for you. So, maybe you want to start a routine, look up a YouTube video about how to properly manifest happiness and goodness in your heart and in your life. You could even look at my video, which I'm going to link in the description, where I talk about the different ways in which you can properly influence your own experiences and your life in order to make it something that you're more comfortable and happy with. So, have a good one.